open your medication cabinet, you may find many drugs that you no longer need. They may be the antibiotics that you stopped taking because you decided that you were better, or the allergy formulations that you bought in bulk in order to save money. How do you get rid of these unwanted medications? Do you flush them down the toilet, pour it down the drain, or take it to a collection site to donate to a third world country? Stop. In a country where the annual prescription sales in 2008 alone was $291.5 billion, the problem of unwanted medication disposal continues to accumulate. What are the consequences of improper medication disposal? First, let's examine the environmental effects. Pharmaceuticals enter our waterways via many different routes. One way is when we ingest the medications. Some goes through the bloodstreams, are not absorbed and excreted instead. When we flush medications down the toilet, this introduces additional pharmaceuticals into the waterways. The drug residues enter the streams, lakes, and even our drinking supplies, even though they bypass through the wastewater treatments, which were not designed for pharmaceutical treatment in the first place. Since 1999, the Environmental Protection Agency, or the EPA, has surveyed hundreds of streams across the country. They found that in 80% of the samples contained drug residues ranging from painkillers to high blood pressure medications to hormones and anticonvulsants and many more. Although the long-term effects of these pharmaceuticals on humans remain unknown, aquatic lives have been affected directly. For example, estrogen, a type of female steroid, has feminization effects on the male fishes, decreasing their reproduction. Antidepressants, another type of pharmaceutical pollutant, alters the development of many aquatic organisms. Secondly, what is the most common source of household poisoning? It's medicines. According to the U.S. Consumer Publication in 2006, over 78,000 children under the age of 5 were treated for poisoning in the previous year in the U.S. emergency rooms. Out of these cases, medicines accounted for 45% of the hospitalizations. Seniors, on the other hand, are another vulnerable group. They are the largest consumer of prescription medications. Many of them may get confused and use out-of-date medications for previous illnesses to treat newly diagnosed symptoms. Third, storing excess medications or throwing away unused medications into the trash improperly can lead to misuse by family, friends, household workers, or burglars. Medication abuse, both via the prescriptions and over-the-counter, is rising among American teens. The National Survey on Drug Use and Health found that 12% of young adults ages 18 through 25 admitted to using painkillers obtained from prescription non-medically. Out of these users, 67% obtained them from a friend or relative. Fourth, improper medicine donation can pose a problem globally as well. If the donations do not match the need, or if the medications have expired or are unusable, then many of the collection sites, which may already have impaired waste treatment, are stuck with these excess medications. Thus, the World Health Organization strongly discourages the donation of unwanted medications. To minimize the side effects and the risks of improper medication disposal, and to protect the public safety, the Food and Drug Administration, the U.S. Wildlife and Fish Services, and the American Pharmaceutical Association have joined forces to develop a public awareness campaign. It educates the public on how to safely dispose unwanted medications and over-the-counter drugs. The instructions are posted on the FDA website as well. For proper disposal, first, make sure that you don't flush any medications into the toilet unless the instruction specifically says so. For solid medications, they should be dumped into a sealable plastic bag. For liquid medications such as cough syrups, they should be poured out of their original container into the same sealable bag. This should start melting the solids. If necessary, add additional liquids to dissolve the solid. Lastly, add undesirable substances such as coffee grounds, kitty litter into the same bag. Once everything is mixed together, which should look like this, then it is ready to go into the normal trash. For aerosol inhalers used to treat breathing problems, follow the instructions that come with it. Some may be tossed into the trash or into the recyclables. Some may require special handling. Another method of proper disposal is to take advantage of local and state disposal programs. From Google, if you type in household hazardous waste collection in Sacramento, it will direct you to the nearest collection site in North Highland. Before throwing out any medication, make sure you scratch out the label. This helps protect your identity and personal health information. When in doubt, always consult your local pharmacist. Pharmacies may not have the ability to take back the unused medications, but pharmacists have the knowledge to guide the consumers on various ways of disposing the medications properly. Proper medication disposal is an important decision everyone needs to make. There are many sources available. Together, we can reduce the environmental damages, reduce the accidental poisonings, and illicit drug use.